Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade...
Sandwiches. LGBT. It's chicken sandwiches.
Exactly.
It's a chicken shop. Get lost.
One of the most popular fast food chains in the country is under fire this morning.
In the nationwide protests surrounding Chick-fil-A, one of the nation's biggest fast food chains.
Thousands and thousands of people at Chick-fil-A restaurants from coast to coast.
So what exactly does fast food have to do with the LGBTQ plus community? Not much. So why is Chick-fil-A so involved with an anti-LGBTQ plus organization? Chick-fil-A was founded in 1946 by Truett Cathy and has since been passed down to his son Dan Cathy, who is the current CEO. They have upheld their traditional Christian beliefs and display their rituals by being closed on Sundays. Unlike many of his fast food counterparts, the seemingly unproductive tradition of closing on Sundays has not hindered Chick-fil-A's rise to popularity and massive revenues. According to 2019, Chick-fil-A ranked the third largest restaurant chain, surpassed by only McDonald's and Starbucks. Despite their success over the decades, Chick-fil-A is no stranger to its own controversy.
For at least 7 years, Chick-fil-A has been criticized for its support of anti-LGBTQ organizations.
A lot of people very upset about their statement that is by the CEO saying that he thinks that same-sex marriage should not be allowed.
Should Chick-fil-A be praised despite their views on the LGBTQ plus community? How do their donations negatively impact the community? Can purchasing from other similar companies have a more positive impact? Can the opinions of the CEO of a private business be separated from the views of the company? Why do people continue to eat here, considering Chick-fil-A's anti-LGBTQ plus views? The initial controversy was sparked in June 2012 after an interview with the Baptist Press. Dan Cathy expressed problematic anti-gay sentiment that triggered backlash across the nation.
I think we're inviting God's judgment on our nation when we shake our fist at him and say, we know better than you as to what constitutes a marriage.
The response of the general community to Dan Cathy's statements were harsh and swift. City officials from Boston, San Francisco, Philadelphia, and Chicago were quick to criticize Cathy's comments and vowed to ban Chick-fil-A chains from opening new restaurants in their corresponding towns. Numerous celebrities leveraged their popularity to take a stance against Chick-fil-A. Actor Ed Helms from The Office announced to Twitter followers that he was boycotting the company after the statement caused him to lose his appetite for chicken. In addition, gay rights campaign No Hate, supported by celebrities such as Jane Lynch, Miley Cyrus, and the Kardashian sisters, also denounced the corporation. But the responses weren't all negative. In light of Dan Cathy's comments, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee urged his community, largely composed of conservatives and those that supported Dan's beliefs, to participate in Chick-fil-A's Appreciation Day in the late summer of 2012. The public demonstration clearly proves that Chick-fil-A supporters not only back Cathy's rights to express his personal beliefs, but they are in direct alliance with the ideologies that Cathy perpetrated.
Dan Cathy's comments did not only cause a major ripple amongst patrons of the chain, but also among its employees. According to Forbes magazine, Chick-fil-A has been sued at least a dozen times for employment discrimination. And why did the extra pressure on employees cause them to turn against the corporation? Well, the statements of Dan Cathy have polarized the viewpoints of the customers, and employees have faced the burden of this backlash. He made Chick-fil-A a battleground that allows the customers to express their stance, and employees are feeling the consequences. Chick-fil-A is more than just a fast food restaurant and is being used as a platform for the beliefs reflected by Dan Cathy and other founders. One employee, who identified as gay and chose to remain anonymous out of fear of losing his job, stated that he received opposing comments from the customers. One customer said to him, "I'm so glad that you don't support the queers. I can eat in peace." The employee continued by saying that he was yelled at for being a God-loving, conservative, homophobic Christian while walking some food out to a guest in a mall dining room.
Chick-fil-A's workplace policies are not friendly to the LGBTQ plus community, as they do not protect employees if they are discriminated against based on their gender identity and sexual orientation. Chick-fil-A has been under scrutiny for the various private foundations they choose to donate and allocate funds for. Since 2003, Chick-fil-A has donated more than $5 million to anti-gay groups, including those that have been designated hate groups by the Southern Poverty Law Center, and those that push so-called ex-gay therapy, which seeks to turn gay people straight. Chick-fil-A also donated $200,000 to the Paul Anderson Youth Home, a Georgia-based group that believes the sexual, physical, and mental abuse of children resulted in the explosion of homosexuality in the last century. The WinShape Foundation, started by Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy, the father of Dan Cathy, is another private foundation closely tied with the chain. This organization aims to minister to youth and support lives to make a difference. Many of the organizations that funnel money to run the WinShape Foundation are paralleled with anti-LGBTQ+ supporting businesses. These businesses work directly against the Equality Act, which bans discrimination based on gender identity and sexual orientation. Justin Kirkland from Esquire magazine stated that to say that Cathy isn't Chick-fil-A and that Chick-fil-A isn't Cathy is asinine, especially considering America's recent inability to separate man from business. A man's product is as good as the man himself. But let's be honest, Chick-fil-A is a business that wants money, owned by a man with a hateful agenda wrapped in the convenient disguise of religion, and too many people just want their chicken without having to question why it might be wrong to eat it. Here's what Penn State students have to say about the issue.
Do you eat at Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, except for on Sundays.
No. I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Are you aware that they have donated to anti-LGBTQ+ organizations?
No.
No. No.
No.
I did not.
No. Yes.
Yes.
I was not aware.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of that, no. Yes, I am.
I am aware, yeah.
Now that you know this, will you continue to eat at Chick-fil-A?
I think I would definitely look into it more and like see what's going on before I would. I would like look into it myself for sure. Yeah.
Yes. If I was in a pinch, yes, but it would open my mind to other chicken restaurants.
Probably a little. I'd be more hesitant to just go there and eat.
Yeah, I'll probably still eat it. Because, I mean, the food's good, that's all I really care about. Yeah. Their food's good.
Having already known this, why do you continue to eat at Chick-fil-A?
The food is good.
I don't go too often, so I don't think of it to be a really big issue. I don't necessarily agree with their policies or anything, but I like their food, so I'm gonna go every once in a while.
Because I like it.
Well, okay, like we all have iPhones, right? And we all know they're not made in the most morally, moral way. So I mean, it's no like if you're doing one, I don't think you can scold people for the other. So I think it's like, I'm not saying any of it's right, but it's certainly not like an awful thing to do, in my opinion.
Why don't you eat at Chick-fil-A?
Ethical reasons. They don't support LGBTQ+.
I don't agree with what they do, but I also just never really go there. So.
Even though Chick-fil-A may no longer donate to anti-LGBTQ+ organizations, Dan Cathy continues to donate and he still holds his initial beliefs. By purchasing from Chick-fil-A, are you supporting Dan Cathy and continuing to fill his pockets for his donations to anti-LGBTQ+ organizations? Dan Cathy never denounced his initial comments made in 2012. Chick-fil-A continues to thrive off of consumer ignorance. Is the chicken really worth it?
Yeah. Hey, let me get a lemonade. I don't want a lot of ice though, because sometimes I gotta be like, yo, can I get a lemonade with all this ice? You know what I'm saying? Went to Chick-fil-A and ordered fries. Yeah. You already know what kind of size. Let me get that large though. It will be my pleasure. They look me in the eye. When I bite into it, I'm alive.